Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Fix Junk. Today we're going to get more done in the Cummino. Got a whole lot of parts coming for this thing. We got the engine built over there. We're going to be working on getting that dropped back in soon. But I got a really expensive 5-gallon bucket that I'm going to try to get together here. Performance came through and built me a new center section. This is a Yukon aluminum housing with a special 2.50 ratio that's going to be going in this 31 spline with a full spool. So underneath the car we got a 4.9" with a stock center section. It's on a 3.0 ratio. It's got a little bit excessive backlash between the gears. So this has a limited slip too, which screwed me up last year. I don't need a full spool, so they can't unlock. So we're gonna get this bucket cut apart here, and we're gonna try to get this third member back in the car today. So the parts bench is getting pretty full over here. I got a 12mm CP3. We got some Hamilton push rods, exhaust manifold, but today we're going to the center section. So my friend Nick here is gonna help me get this thing cut out. So, because they do not let you get this out of the bucket. It is jammed in there. A little bit of a struggle to get that out of there, and I don't get to keep my free bucket, but that's why the Harbor Freight gives you free ones. So let's get this thing torn apart, pull these axles out of here, pull some more exploded tires off of this thing, and we're gonna get that thing in there.
Functional disaster.
It works.
No, I'm just saying that's what you should make a nameplate for this garage. Functional disaster.
All right, so let's get the fluid drained out of this thing and get this third member out of here. Why'd no fluid come out?
Oh.
There's fluid in there. Well, that ain't good. All right, let's keep going.
Here, hold on.
Well, that's not a good sign. the third member out. It had plenty of fluid in it, but I don't know why it wouldn't drain. Oh. There's some metal down in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Oh, that's nasty. All right, so let's get that new third member back in there. Well, I gotta get all that cleaned out in there. Spent a couple minutes and got all that metal down in the bottom there. I got the housing nice and clean and we blew up tubes. So let's get this siliconed up so we drop that third member back in there. The differential up there, all siliconed on, but just barely snug the bolts so that silicone has a couple minutes to dry and tack up. And now we'll draw it in and actually tighten it down. And I've never had a leak on it like this. Before I go back together with it, I'm just going to knock some new axle seals in there. Make sure we don't have any leaks on that new disc. And that is one thing I can knock off the list. Rear axle, done, check. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this transmission fixed up. a little bit of everything apart on the car. We're working on wiring, we're working on the transmission. We got like a month to go until we're gonna be there. So today I'm gonna work on the transmission. This is the MG4500 out of the car, and it did not treat me very well last year. It was giving me a really hard time getting into first and second gear. You couldn't shift to fifth unless you were floating into fifth. It's just not working right. So right now it's in neutral, and I cannot turn it over without a massive amount of force. So something on that main shaft is dragging, and I'm pretty sure it's either going to be gears 3 or 4 clutch cone, because you can see that that shift slider there is all blue and has gotten very, very hot. So I think one of those synchros has been dragging on it. So let's get this thing torn down, get some parts ordered for it, and keep on moving on. Got some evidence down here. Got some chunks. Something. I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to find it. Down inside here, we're not looking too great. Try to get you a better view. I'm gonna pull this clutch cone out. We're seized on gear 4. It's just shrapnel in here. One of these inner roller bearings that came apart. So I got the trans torn down, and it kind of has the carnage that I expected. 4th gear welded itself to the synchronizer. I'm shocked this thing shifted as well as it did, and all of this is because I lost the input shaft bearing, thrust bearing. This is what came apart and left all the debris down inside the bottom of the case there. 3/4 slider, it's got some marring on it. You can see how hot it's gotten. It's all blue. It's got some gouges on the inside where it was riding against there. And this was just riding and just destroyed itself. So over the last week or so, I've painted everything, got it all cleaned up. We've ultrasoniced all the gears, got everything as clean as I possibly can. As you can see, the red, white, and blue theme, we're going to keep this all going throughout the entire build. Torque King 4x4, they make the best parts for an NV4500. I have all the new bearings, small parts kit, everything to put this thing back together. So we're going to get this thing thrown back together. Got my YouTube video up on the TV from Long Range Gear, and this is going to be one YouTube certified NV4500 rebuild. keep doing this to myself, and I get going on things, start recording them, and then I just kind of forget to keep recording. So transmission is rebuilt, it's back together, YouTube certified. Thank you Long Range Gear for the awesome video you guys put out and really make it easy to rebuild these things. It's actually back installed. So hopefully we're gonna find out pretty soon how this bad boy works. Everything's back together, drive shaft, clutch, all back up in there. So next video we got coming, we're going to be doing some turbo kit fab, and this is going to be pretty crazy. We're doing a compound setup on this. It's going to have a 6670 for high pressure, over a 8096 for the low pressure turbo. Got a 12mm CP3, some 150% over injectors. Like, this thing's going to be rowdy. So like and subscribe, stay tuned for more, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.